This is how usually my day starts. I get up. It's difficult to get up, but still I get up and then I immediately make coffee because I cannot function without it. Like, come on. No, I need my specific bean coffee. First make it black and then get some milk in it. So I always go for, I don't know if this helps anyone or not, but I always go for Vanu. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but this is a nice coffee. It's a Colombian mix of, it's kind of weird. This company is French, but the bean is Colombian. I don't know how I feel about it, but it tastes good, so I don't care. And that's the coffee I make. It's ready right here, by the way. If you can see it, I almost drank almost all of it. And there's a bit more in the machine as well. I'm gonna get that again. And then moving on to breakfast. Usually I try to keep my breakfast low calorie. That is only and only because my lunch and my dinner are usually not really high on calories and carbs, but I prefer to eat filling meals for those two rather than having a heavy breakfast and then having to reduce down on the other meals because I already hit my calorie or carb intake. So for almost every day, my breakfast either is oats with a few frozen berries and there are toppings like trail mix, which is just like cashews and almonds and few nuts mixed. Otherwise, the second breakfast I usually go to always is this simple thing. These are the rice cakes by Quaker Oats. They are really low in calorie, like these are the rice cakes. And then you can always top them off with like peanut butter and then jam or peanut butter and banana or any fruit that you would want to go with the peanut butter. I go with this peanut butter. Now this is not a product placement. None of these guys are paying as it's my second video. Anyway, so I use this peanut butter. This is the chocolate flavor and usually I go with banana slices on top, but I don't have a banana today, unfortunately. So I am going with this strawberry, no sugar added and no preservative and all of those things, really organic kind of a thing. So I go with that. Sorry, I thought I dropped the bottle. Or otherwise I go for this other jam that I really love. It's actually a blueberry jam. It's like too on the bougie side. It's too much on the organic side. Look at the packaging. Like it literally looks like, yeah, it looks like it's gonna cost a lot and it tastes really good. It doesn't cost a lot. It's fine. It's not that expensive. So that is my breakfast for today. Mostly 3 days out of a week. Other days I go for oats. And now moving on to the royal meal of not me, of not my girlfriend, but of my dog, Princess. Yeah. So it goes with the name. We named her Princess. Actually, my girlfriend named her Princess, but she named her Princess just because of the way she acts, how the way she conducts herself. It is literally insane because she was a puppy and she was still doing those things and she still does those things. And her food is prepared in a very detailed manner. We have to do that, otherwise this dog doesn't eat. Like, she literally sniffs it and she walks away. So her meal, usually we try to move it on to dog food with a bit of additions to it, but usually she used to eat just chicken, rice and veggies, but we actually moved her to dog food. We had to also select this dog food quite. This is the one we are getting now. It's from the Blue Wilderness. It is especially for a certain type of dogs. It is high protein and with with chicken, oats and barley. So yeah, she definitely likes that. And apart from that, what else goes in her meal is, as you can see here, that is the dog food. These are dates, like for real, dates. I'm not kidding, dates. She gets unsweetened almond milk. It says for coffee over here, but it's actually just almond milk and unsweetened. So a little bit of that. And as you actually might know or not know, it's a weird fact that everyone thinks that dogs are supposed to be drinking milk, but they are not. Milk is not good for dogs. I think most of the obvious milks that are fine with dogs, they are almond milk and oat milk. That's it. So, with all of these ingredients in, you gotta give it a good shake so everything mixes properly. It's ready. Okay, there goes the action. She likes it. She's picking up the dates first, aren't you? She's like, yo, I'm eating. Stop disturbing. It's kind of weird. She gives us these expressions. I knew. Anyway, let her eat in peace. Now I'm gonna move back to the topic of the video. Today it's all going to be a day in the life of a marketing manager. Now, I'm going to tell you how it usually goes. I'm going to tell you how the day goes. I'm going to tell you what my duties are and how I manage them. I hope this is helpful for someone who's looking out there to get a few things organized, maybe time management, maybe objective oriented, and just, making sure that you can be as efficient as you want to be and as you need to be for your job. I have been doing these a few techniques or tips for quite a bit of time, and I also learned them. I literally had to learn them off of YouTube or some other online media, because let's face it, you don't really learn these things in school. You don't really learn these things in college. You don't really learn these things in all of the education which you pay thousands of dollars for. Rather than that, you learn these things on YouTube, which is free. Actually, even on TikTok, which is kind of weird. So, and believe me, those TikToks have actually taught me way more on how to handle my work in a whole different way, or maybe optimize what I was already doing. And trust me, it has helped me a lot. My education did. I still wonder to this day, should I have even gone for my education? Anyhow, so this is my usual setup for every day's work. That's my MacBook, iPad, and a screen which is actually attached to the MacBook, not to the iPad. And of course, a cup of more coffee, which is always there, almost always empty. But yeah, so, and AirPods. Yeah, I need them because there's so many meetings, and I literally have to put them on because there's so much sound here. They actually do help me to reduce a lot of the sounds in the room and even outside. So anyhow, so getting back to that, these are the things that I use. My food's right here. Dongle. Yeah, I gotta use dongle because Apple is I'm gonna let you fill that in. So this is my setup for the desk. It's quite simple. It's just 3 things. Oh, by the way, I bought this thing from IKEA, which is so convenient. It's like a simple wooden slab, like it's with just 2, I don't know, like slits, or I don't know what this notch is. And by the way, these notches are of different sizes. Like this is a smaller one, this is a bigger one. This thing is, I don't know, maybe costs $1 or $2. Is so convenient. Like it holds my iPad. It holds my iPad. Very secure. It also holds my phone. So like, I mean, come on. And like, okay, this bigger one can actually be used for a bigger elevation. So like if I need it to be a bit more on this angle, then yeah, this elevation is great. And now I'm gonna use it on the shorter end. By the way, if you guys see that calculator in the back, I don't know what it's doing there. It's not mine, it's my girlfriend's. I don't know a lot of the things that I see in my house, what they're doing and why they are there, but they just are. And I usually don't ask because I like life and I like to be happy, so I tend not to ask questions I don't want answers to anyhow. So this is my whole setup. Alright, so that was my whole setup. That was how kind of my morning goes. And after my coffee, after my breakfast, I get on my desk to work. Usually I think Monday to Thursday my working hours are like 9 to 3, 9 to 4. Most of the times I'm done earlier than that. It depends on the week of the month. Some weeks of the month are quite busy because there's a lot of reports and agreements and contracts that I have to finish off for the clients, for our marketing clients. But on the other maybe 1 or 2 weeks of the month, which is a bit on the lower side on how busy it is, on those days I can finish up early, or I can just utilize the time I have to actually prepare for the busy weeks, which has helped me a lot actually, not to leave everything just for the busy 2 weeks period, rather than distributing everything over the 4 weeks and then just having a lesser load on the week when it's actually really busy and all the deadlines and time sensitive tasks come in play. But other than that, usually before the job, like before 9 a.m. or maybe after 5 or 7 p.m. in the evening, I already have set up a recurring hangouts meeting with one of my friends who's back in India. He's actually teaching me programming, mainly using CSS, HTML and Java. And now I don't know again who out there understands this or knows this, understands this, but really is not in that field. I would say I am looking into learning these coding languages because I want to move into the programming field. And I spent I think a year in bachelor's in computer application, and I used to love the programming side and the management side of that course. But then I had to switch back to my hotel management degree, so that was left there. But I knew I liked it, so I kind of picked it back up and I'm learning it from him. So we usually use the Visual Code Studio for most of our programming. And right now I'm pretty much into the basics of the languages. I'm learning everything online, like legit. All these websites are actually up and running, and all these websites are on like they're freely accessible. There's no charge for it. Like Angular is like as free as it can be. But anyhow, YouTube actually has helped me a lot. Like there's so many YouTubers who have put up like whole courses from literally beginning till the end, 8-hour videos, 16-hour videos, teaching you everything you need to know and actually getting projects done as well. So your like portfolio and resume are ready. So I am learning everything from my friend, but I'm also looking into all of these YouTubers and all of these tutorials, because they help a lot. Okay, as much as you kind of keep on going through the data, and as much as you keep on going through the topics you actually want to learn, it actually helps a lot. So right now this is just gonna be what do you say, a plug for these YouTubers, but I don't mind. Like, these are amazing channels. So this is actually Clever Programmer. It's a really amazing channel run by this guy right here, and the videos they have on the channel are amazing. They literally have a lot of videos which are like tutorials teaching us. Yeah, so these channels help a lot. There's another one by under the name Programming with Mosh, M-O-S-H. That is also a great channel to learn a lot of these languages. So this is what I'm doing on the downtime when I'm not working, apart from my day job, and I'm trying to learn this language. I'm trying to also hit the gym. So throughout the day, I would say I like to start off with not a really earning morning rise, a normal morning rise, then coffee, breakfast, work, and then a bit of relaxation, then workout in the gym, and then get back to learning to programming. So this was kind of a small glimpse into the day I usually have throughout the week, Monday to Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, it's completely depending on me what to do. But I usually on Saturday and Sunday, I would say at least half of the day on both days I put my time into learning programming, and along with my friend as well, and because I really want to further my skills. And it's gonna be so this whole job market and this whole growth economy is built in such a way that you always have to keep on learning new skills. You always need to be upgrading your skills, and it might be anything. It might be particular to the field that you're working in. It might be something completely different. It might be your hobby. It might be anything. But it's kind of how it goes. If you want to grow, you always have to keep on learning. That is the same thing when it comes to your career as well, and that is what I'm trying to do. I'll be showing you a few of the clips in which I have maybe built something, and maybe I'll try and explain how I did it if anyone is interested. This is gonna be a really boring video. No one's gonna watch this. That's what I keep feeling all this time, I made this whole video. I've talked about so many things before, and all the while I'm pausing the video and I'm thinking, like, what am I doing? Is anybody even gonna want to hear this? Is anybody even want to watch this? I don't know yet. And you know what? I don't care. Here's the thing. Let's see how it goes. If it doesn't go good, I adapt. If it goes good, I still would maybe change a few things, because I like to mess something which is already going good, because hey. Alright, see you in the next one. Hopefully you saw the first one. If you haven't yet, you can go back to my channel's homepage and you can watch the first video over there. And then see you next Friday again. I'm gonna try to keep on uploading every Friday. It's gonna be difficult, but I'm gonna try it, and with everything that's going on. Alright, yeah, see you next Friday. Peace.